my name is Haley. I'm from Virginia, and I wanted to give everyone a bit of an update on what I worked on in February 2024. I'm very excited with my progress. We have a completely finished pair of socks and really good progress on my husband's sweater. And then we have a new start and some plans. So let's get into it. Let's start with my pair of socks that I finished. If you watched my last video, you will see that I was pretty well through. I think I was finished with the first one and I wasn't sure how much I had of the second one, but they are both done. I will keep them back here because I have been wearing them, so they are a little bit dirty and you don't need to be seeing all that, but they are great. They fit really, really well. I need to actually wash them. I wore them yesterday, and the yarn that I used for these is Universal Yarn Bamboo Pop Sock, which is a 50% cotton, 50% bamboo blend, and it is very, very soft yarn. It's so nice. It made it through the dryer by accident, so I was really pleased with how that turned out. And the stripes, it was self-striping. I tried to match up the stripes as best I could just by pulling out some of the yarn, and I think I did a pretty good job. You still get a tiny, tiny bit of pink right here on this cuff that you don't on this cuff, but you really can't tell, and I think it is so cute. I love them. I love wearing them and showing them to people. Like, my coworkers were so happy. They thought they were so cute, and my family has seen them and they think they're so cute. My husband saw them and was very proud of me. And he said, I don't know if I want a pair of socks, because he's scared of the little seam in the toe. If you look in the toe, I'll try not to jump scare you with the dirty sock, but the decreases make what looks like a seam. So he's very nervous about that. So I'm going to try to make him a pair, but my brother also wears the same size as him. So if he decides that he does not like them, my brother will then have a Christmas present. So I think that that's totally fine. And of course, as soon as I was finished with that pair of socks, I immediately cast on another pair. I have 40 grams left of that sock yarn, and I don't know what to do with it. So if you have like a cute way that you can use less than 50 grams of sock yarn, I would love to know. I was thinking about just saving it and then making some scrappy socks, but since they're already self-striping, I don't know how that would work out, but we shall see. The other thing that I worked on, and excuse me if you can hear my dog, it's so nice out today. Everybody has their, everyone's walking their dogs through our neighborhood, and my dog is not used to it, so he is having a bit of a reaction. But let me show you the other thing that I worked on in February. I think last time we checked in, I was maybe halfway through the body, and as you can see now, we are almost done. We are almost there. I have finished the body, finally. It took maybe 6 inches more than what the pattern called for, because my husband is just so long, and now we're getting to that with the sleeves, where every time he tries them on, his arms I just keep having like inches of wrist to cover every time that he tries it on. So we will see how much longer it takes me to finish this sweater. I'm doing the sleeves 2 at a time. This is, I don't know if I mentioned, this is the High Lonesome Sweater by Caitlin Hunter, which is a very easy to follow pattern. There's really not much to it. Basically, you just start at the collar, knit the collar, you knit the yoke from chart, and then you split for sleeves, and then just go stockinette all the way down to you doing a 2x2 ribbing. You do have some sleeve shaping in the sleeves, and this is actually how I'm breaking up, going between putting the stitches on hold on one sleeve and then activating this sleeve. I'm not gonna say how many stitches. I don't know if that's like too proprietary for the pattern, but every time that you are supposed to stop to do a decrease round, I do the decrease round. I knit all the way down until I would do another decrease round, but instead I put them on hold, switch my needles, and do the decrease round immediately on the other sleeve. And then I put a little stitch marker. It's just a safety pin, but put a little safety pin in that round, so I know how many I'm supposed to do. I just count up to that number, switch back, keep going back and forth. I figured that would be best just because I have never done a sweater like this before, but I was listening to a lot of other podcasters talk about like sweater island or sleeve island, and whenever they're doing their sweaters, it's just so difficult to get all the way down to the end of one sleeve and then look over here, and then you have to do like it all again. And I didn't really want that. I was already getting kind of sick of looking at this brown color by the end of the body, and his arms are so long that I was like, it's just, I would like to get this mentally finished as quick as possible and be done when I'm done. So going back and forth has been really fast. I've just put the sleeves on magic loop on my two ChiaoGoo interchangeables, and my sweet husband got these for me for my birthday, so I've been using those to knit up his sweater in. I'm using, this is 2 sizes bigger than the called for needles. I'm using a US 7 because I could not get gauge with the tiny yarn and the my tiny stitches. My tension is like extremely tight. So, and even with the going up 2 sizes, I'm really pleased with how it's worked up. It's a little bit like see-through, but not sheer by any means. And like once it's on him, it looks like totally fine. So I'm very pleased with that. Hopefully we'll be done with this soon. As you can see, we're getting to where the sleeves are almost meeting the bottom hem. And so I'm gonna have him try it on probably tonight. See how much more I have to do. I'm gonna be done. And that'll be wonderful because I have some works in progress that I'm extremely excited to get some more work on. So the first work in progress that I have is just a cuff for now, but this is another vanilla sock that I cast on in the same yarn. This is Universal Yarn Bamboo Pop. It's Bamboo Pop sock, and this is just in like their sage green color. And this is for my best friend for her birthday. Her birthday's in May, so I'm getting way ahead, hopefully. These should not take me 2 months to do, but if they do, that is fine. She will love them no matter when she gets them. So I have this. I've cast on my US 1 ChiaoGoo interchangeables, and yeah, we're just gonna go to town. She wears the same size shoe that I do, so that makes it super easy. I'm just gonna basically copy what I did on the last one, but I do have something kind of interesting that I'm doing. This is the same yarn, but it was in white, and they didn't have like a cream or like an off-white color. They had like a gray, but I wanted more of like a warm, like creamy, warmer tone. So I dyed it with tea. And I don't know if this is going to like work long term. Like if it does fade out to just being like a slightly warm white, that is totally fine with me. But I unwound it, made a really strong cup of tea, and then left this in there for like an hour. And I have 2 of them. And then this one I left in for 2 hours. So you can see this one's a little bit darker. That one might go in there, but that one might just go into like a magic knot ball or something. So I'm gonna use these for the heels. I think that'll be cute. Or the toes. I will see when I get to them what I like better. I might do toes. That might be cute. To do like this and then have a cute little like peachy, tan, warm tone toe. And so that's super fun. I'm very excited for that. I did basically all of this in a meeting that I had at work on Wednesdays. So this might be, you know, sitting, waiting for things, meeting on Wednesdays, Zoom meetings type thing. So that is my only 2 active whips are the sweater and then the new pair of socks. And going forward, once I finish this sweater, because I will be done with this in March if it kills me, I will have something else started. And I really want to start a crochet poof, floor poof. I have a whole bunch of just leftover yarn that I've accumulated over many years that I have not really done anything with, or it's been like gifts and I'm not super crazy about the colors. So I'm going to just make a big scrappy poof. So I'm gonna hold 2 worsted weights. They're all worsted weight, by the way. Like almost all of the yarn that I have is worsted weight. I don't have any like bulky or chunky or even like DK. So I have all of that, and I'm gonna hold it 2 together and then basically just like single crochet in a spiral until doing like increases until I get the top. I'm gonna do a tube and then do the same thing on the bottom and then fill it up, best part, with all of the clothes that I was going to donate. I have like not a huge bag, but like a decent sized bag of like clothes that my husband and I have accumulated that we want to donate. And just because like donating clothes is fine, but if I can find a way to keep them like in my possession where they can serve a good purpose, I would much rather do that. So they're gonna go in a poof and my cats will lay on it and they will love it. Or they won't and it'll just be like something fun for me to have in my living room. I'm trying to do like some head math to figure out what colors I want like on the bottom, like where you cinch it all up. And like all of the colors that I don't like that I'm going to like keep on that bottom part. And honestly, if I really don't like them and I think that they'll make it look ugly, I might just like put the yarn in the poof to like fill it out. We'll see. That is like my big plan. And I've been trying to finish this sweater up so that I can get started on it. Like that's just the only thing I want to do is I want to just get started crocheting. I haven't crocheted in so long. So that is the plans, the goals, the hopes, the dreams. Let me know what you are working on. If you are doing plant-based fibers, kind of like I do, would highly recommend the Bamboo Pop sock yarn. I got it from my local yarn store, but I think you can buy it like a lot of places. I was even looking on Ravelry, and there's a whole bunch of people who will buy it or trade it. Some of them are pretty cheap. So maybe next time if I need like a specific color, I might just like see if I can get some from Ravelry. I did look on eBay and it was very expensive. So we'll not be doing that. Another thing that I was thinking about working on, my ChowGoo interchangeable cords are currently being used up in the sweater. But once I'm through with those, and if I get a hankering, this is Bamboo Pop, the DK weight version. And I have this and this. And I was gonna make a cute little striped Musselburgh hat. So if I get a hankering to cast on a hat, maybe once I finish with those socks, I will do that. So that's another thing that I might do. Yeah. I was also, I don't know if y'all remember the cross stitch nightmare that I talked about in my everything that I made in 2023, but I've been getting some feelings, some like cross stitch feelings. So especially now that the weather is getting a little bit warmer and I can like sit out and like really see like in the sun. It's really nice to cross stitch in the sun. So I don't know if it's gonna be this month, but it's coming. I will be finishing that cross stitch project, and then hopefully maybe not this year, but next year, starting like a cute little sampler or something. If anyone has any cute ones or has a physical pattern that they would like to mail to me, I'll pay for shipping. I would love like a cute sampler. I just don't know one that I would have that I would like to pay for. But that is everything, I think, for this one. I hope that you have a wonderful March. I will see y'all in April.